welcome to my latest vlog. Well, I'm out on Merrington again. I've got 3 nights at my disposal. I've had some really good news. Well, another addition to the family this week, so it's not, my sessions are not going to get cut short if she goes into labour. It's already happened early this week. I was going to cancel this session, but the missus has said with family and friends coming round to help out, there was no need for me to just go and enjoy myself. So basically what I've done, once baby came home from hospital, I had 3 days of me just looking after the baby while the missus recuperates, and also we've got family coming round to help out while I'm away. So what I have, obviously, as you know, little girl, we decided we have definitely called her Poppy, as she was born just around 3.5 weeks early. She was only weighing 5.5 pounds, but all's well. Mrs. is done well. The baby is great. There's no issues. Like I said, she was born early hours and she was home the same day, tea time. So all good. So all the family's happy, and that's that. So enough about baby talk now, even though I'm buzzing. But as you can see with the eyes, I've not had much sleep. Last night I only had an hour because I decided, why I'm coming away 3 days, I'll have the baby, feed the baby through the night and stuff like that, why the missus has a bit of kip and that, you know. But it is what it is. So like I say, I'm on Merrington. I've got 3 days. Basically, we've turned up this morning. We was 4th in the queue. Full late going off, full late coming on. We had a good look and that. The fish was showing in these pegs what we fancied. So where you're looking at where the fish was showing, it was basically pegs 13 and 14, or pegs 3 and pegs 4. The people before us picked 3, 4 and 5 and 6, so we decided to have 13 and 14, and I've jumped into 13. And as we approached this swim, the fish showed twice just out in mid-water. So basically what I've just done, I've just set the 2 rods up, a little mesh bag of mixed pellet on each, and a yellow wafter on one and a food bait colour wafter on the other, and I've just slung them out. But what I'm going to do for now, I've got a mix ready to go there of chopped barley, house pellet, and a bit of hemp and maize. I'm not going to put any of that out. I am going to catch up on a bit of shut eye for a few hours, and take it from there if anything happens or not. Like I said, there's 3 days for it go. There's no major rush to start piling bait in. A lot of people are spodding and casting around and everything, so I've just basically gone, threw a lead out in the direction where the fish was showing, clipped it up, marked it up, and there is a bar at 16.5 wraps directly out in front of me from this swim. But where I've gone for is about 15 3/4. So I'm just off the bar where it slopes off. So hopefully, if Ape's patrolling there and sees that little parcel of food there, it's got a bit of oil on for add a bit of attraction, maybe we can get a pick up from that. I've had a few messages from a few beginners for like just asking about items, what I use, etc. So what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start having a little section of what I use and why, you know. So basically it's nothing to do with no sponsors, no nothing. Everything I use I buy myself. Obviously I do get people giving me things, but 100% of my kit, what I use, I pay the same prices as everybody else, you know, and that's that. But basically it'll be bits of tackle, maybe rods, reels, this, that, the other. I will do a little section, not too long-winded, just to basically like why you use this, why, you know, what I use it for, etc. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to jump off, I'm going to get a bit of shut-eye, and I'll catch up shortly. Hopefully one of them rods zip off while I'm having a little bit of a kip. So cheerio for now. Well, I've caught up on a few hours. Sorry if it sounds like I'm shouting, it's absolutely hammering it down here. It's proper torrential rain. I had a decent kip. Keith was saying that we've been showing where I'd put one of the bags at range at the 15 3/4 wraps. But as I've been sat watching, I've had a good few shows directly in front of me. So I've reeled one of them in, put another bag on. I've waited for it show and I've casted it. And I've basically landed on its head with it. That's been out about half an hour. Got a good soaking trying to do it. Also, Keith's got fish that have moved in on him. He has actually got a little bit of bait out, not too much. But it's a good sign. It's absolutely hammering it down. I've got a little tidgy hole like that what I'm peeking through now. As far as I'm aware, nothing else has been caught yet, but it's still early days. We've only done what, obviously I've been asleep for about 3 hours, which I feel a lot better now. Once this rain stops as well, we're going to nip down to Keith. We're going to have a beer. It's not something we normally do when we're on the bank. Every blue moon we have one or two, but we're going to wet the baby's head while we're on the bank with a bottle of Bud each. And hopefully tonight, let's christen her with a big fat one as well. That'd be nice. I'll just flick it round now and we'll just have a look. As you can see there, I'm just looking for a tiny little hole. I'm just cleaning that lens. There we go. It's absolutely smashing it down. Be nice for 1 foot shore now. There's some good sized fish showing as well, which is it's good for to see. I'm very confident has been risen when you've seen them and that, but there is a bloody fly hatch on. The swallows are swooping down. We're finding them floating in and stuff, little flies and that from the fly hatch. You know, maybe they're just taking them off the surface coming out, but you never know. Spoke to the chaps that was next door and on here, and he said like yesterday they put 4 kilo in from this swim, and next door they put 6 kilo in from that swim. You know, it's not really a lot of bait for the size of the fish, but I'd like to be coming on where there's only been a touch of bait put in, you know, but it's the way it goes. Over the 48 hours there was a social on here, so it was a lake exclusive, and as far as I'm aware, I think 3 fish have been caught since Friday, and that's been a full lake. But we're a full house again now. There's nowhere at all to move to, so quite happy with the swims me and Keith have got now. We just have to work at it, see how it goes. Hopefully when this rain dies off, get a touch of bait out there, refresh them rigs, get them out there and sit tight for the night. So what I'm doing through this vlog, like I've mentioned before, I'm going to look at a few items, what I use and why. Basically it's just for the beginners to the pastime that want to know like what I'm using and why I'm using it. You know, I've got quite a lot of questions there as well, where I'll try and answer them by, this is what I do. I'm no expert, you know. as you can tell. But I will try help anyone out if I can, which we all should do really, to be honest. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buzz off now. I'm going to keep my eye on this water in amongst all this rain, and hopefully come back with something a bit more positive, or even with a capture. But it's a wet one. Thanks all for tuning in. Oh well, the rain's finally eased off. I've repositioned the rods at 15 3/4 wraps, and they've been showing there. I've put about 6 bombs over each rod, only dots bombs. I have been having a little play around with these spider bombs. This is the large size version. I don't know if anyone who watches uses them. Tell me what you think of them. I'm not too keen on this one. And I've also, on the last session, I did have a go with the smaller version. I think this one is called the tournament one. It's only small. You don't get it doesn't hold that much bait, but it's ideal. It's very gentle as you land it down. Opens quite well. But I do think with the dots bomb, it's probably because I'm used to it. I've been using that now for over 2 years now, the dots, and the accuracy with it is far better. It's like every time it's where I want it. With this bigger one, it was going a bit skew with at first until I got used to it. It's like it's magnetic. If you've not seen it before, I mean, it opens up like 4 ways, you know, to fill it. You know what I mean? You want to get a decent payload, you can just open one side. That does hold quite a lot of bait. But what I don't like about it is this. On this spring, it's constantly getting in the way. Like now, it won't close, so basically then you've got to push that forward so till it's like that, so it'll close. Once it's closed, it's closed. On the smaller one, let's have a look. Doing this one-handed, it's set. Try again. Now you can see it's set right back, so basically as soon as you fill it, you don't need to move it. So the accuracy with this is just as good as with the dot, with the smaller version. Plus with the bigger version, you know, maybe it's because I've got this crosswind as well. You know, I will have a play around with it more in the future. You know what I mean? So we are, as you were, still raining, still stuck behind the door, watching. Not seen nothing show for a good half an hour. So I'm going to give it an hour or so watching this water here, and Keith's only here, just next door to me, and I'm going to go and wet the baby's head, just one each. I don't like to drink much when I'm on the bank. I like to stay fresh. And so what I'll do, I'll leave it there for now. I may come back on tonight if anything happens with either me or Keith. Or if not, I'll be up bright and early in the morning and see if there's any showers. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm working up to a nice lump. You never know. Well, morning. Light's just broken now, you know. Around 4:30, something like that. 4:45. been up since around 3:30. Couple of cups of coffee, listening. I've heard the odd one or two, but not seen nothing around here. It was a very quiet night. And as far as I'm aware, from the hours I was awake, no lights on, meaning no fish. But something could have come out on the outer site swims, but you never know. Like I say, it's a full house. It's basically, I've just got to sit with the water that's in front. That's the only gripe I have with these kind of waters, is they're just so busy, and once you've got your swim, you've got your swim. It's potluck. But I am quite happy with this one. Unlucky for some, peg 13. Could it be lucky for me? You never know. Well, there's nothing much I can really say up to now. Apart from, it's not wet now, it's not been raining, you know. It last downpour was around midnight last night. And this morning, it's looking a little bit different than yesterday. Maybe get some rain a little bit later on. See how it goes. But for now, that's it, mate. That's it. I'm gonna have a coffee, get my teeth back in, and let this morning unfold, and see if we see anything. Cheerio. Well, welcome back. It's been a good while now since my last update. Nothing's happened for me in this swim. Nothing's happened for Keith, but in the last 2 hours, next door, peg 12, he's had a 26 pounder. It was the same fish that Shane had on my previous vlog on here, which is decent, and I'm sure it's well, the next peg up, peg 11, has done a fish as well. That's, if I'm right, that's a 27 pound common, so well done to them. So there's been a few fish out now around the lake. It's good to know that a fish has been out just next door, not too far from where I am. What I have done though over the last few hours, I've rested my swim for a while, put a little touch of bait out, reeled the rods in, left them out, nipped off to the KFC, picked some food up, had a walk round, had a chat with the chap over the other side, been another chat with Keith, and come back, had my dinner, and I've just pinged the rods back out. And like I say, as I've put them out, the chap 2 swims up gets a take, so at least fish are coming out gradually, which is good. After Ben saying that the weekend social, what was on here was a lake exclusive, only did I think 3 fish from a full lake. So if I'm right now, I think there's been 4 fish landed and a couple lost since I got on yesterday, which is a good sign. For what I have been doing, I've just been keeping an eye on my spot with my little binoculars and the little tool, these, and I am seeing in the area of where I've baited quite a little bit of fizzing and that going on. So with a bit of luck, something could be happening. You never know. You just gotta sit it out, so to say. But that's all. Sorry, it's just turning into a bit of a talking head, but like, the weather is terrible. It's raining. And we had about a 2-hour break of rain before, but it does seem to happen once that rain stops. All the shows stopped. That's just little baby ducks that right on my rod tips. Nothing to be alarmed about. Just yeah, like I was saying, it seems to be like when it starts raining, start getting shows. You know, show them where they are. They'll be able to like move on fish on here. It'd be mint if you could actually move onto the fish all the time, chase them round a bit. But at the moment it's just a bait and wait. That's all we can do. It's a full house, every swim's full. For a Monday as well, when you think about this. We booked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday morning. So loads of time. I'm not gone crazy with baiting either. I'd say there's enough out, put enough out for a bite to get a bit of interest in the area. But that's all I can go off for now. Like I say, a few fish have come out in the last couple of hours, 2 fish, which is good to see. And as you can hear, the rain is proper coming down. That little ducklings again having a little chew. End of my line, the little buggers. There you go. You can see them just there now. Little buggers. Right, so I'm going to be off ski now. Get back on. Get my sexy glasses back on for me rig tying. Can't see without these now. The eyes are completely gone when it's close up, small stuff. Can't even thread through the eye of the hooks without the glasses. So it happens, doesn't it? Old bugger. Right, I'm off. Catch you all soon. Well, that's a nice change in the weather. Bit of sun. No rain, everything's dry now. It seems like that rain stopped. Then fish stopped showing. Hopefully they're getting their heads down. Well, what I keep telling myself anyway. I've got them showing directly in front of me around an hour ago. A lot of shows, but they're about 4 wraps into the guy's water facing me. So I can't venture into there, but he's not had no pickups neither. But it is what it is. We'll just have to see how it goes. Just keep trying, keep plugging away. You never know. We'll just get back to it. Hopefully let the fish do their thing. Since that common was caught, I don't think anyone else has had anything. As far as I know, spoke to a few of the lads further up from me as they've been to and from in, going to the toilets, etc. They've not had nothing else. Let's just see what the night brings. Well, the update is it's 9:30 at night. It's not really an update, nothing's happened. I've had fish all over me for the last few hours. Wind's switched round as well, blowing straight into me, which is good. I had a little play around with hook baits. You know what I mean? Just 1 or 2 spobs of the pellet and the chopped barley and bit of particle every now and then. to see if anything can happen. Still plenty of time. No more fish have come out, as far as I'm aware. So, well, out down this bank, like, no more fish have come out. So hopefully update you in the morning, see how we get on. Good night all. Well, not updated much, you know, that little clip from early this morning. It's now around 10:30. This wind's blowing heavily now right into me, and within the last few hours I've had fish rolling 20 yards in front of me, which I've skipped one of the rods in off the bait and just put a little bag of pellets on with a little white wafter on, and I've just flicked that into that area. And where I was fishing out there at the 15 and 3/4 wraps just off the bar, that's over a bit of bait. Nothing's happened there, but the showing just beyond it on the bar, which I've gone to my limit of 16.5 wraps to get me on that bar with just a little PB wafter, just a single on that now. That's been out about, only been out about 10 minutes, and just as we speak now, peg 3 directly facing Keith in front. I've just landed their first fish, which they came on same time as us, so they're on the second morning. Now they've just done the second night like us, and they've just had their first fish. And I know peg 2 had a small common around 12 pounds this morning. So at the moment that's that, but a bit of sun's out now, still got a bit of cloud cover, you know. It's such a sun and a nice strong wind blowing more or less into me. I'll give you a look, see what the chop looks like. Here we go, let's just flick this round. Here we go. There we go. That's it. It's looking quite nice. It is what it is. This is I'm just moving off and going off just instinct on what I see, and that, you know, hopefully a rig in the right place for 10 minutes can be better than the last 2 days where the fish been showing out of my range. But like the last few shows out there, I've definitely been on that bar, which it is a big bar. It does go out of my limit, but I've gone bang to my limit of where I can fish. Put that back. So we can only do what we can do. Hopefully that little recast, just a single up bait being out there, you know. I've not heaved the bait in, you know what I mean. I started off with like half a bucket. I've got a bag of still 2 bags of pellets under the bed there. I've still got half a bag of the hemp and corn there. The boilies have hardly been touched, only the couple of handfuls that I put in with the pellets and the particle to start with. And with all the bits what's in here anyway, more than likely them few bombs that have been out, and one's just showed now just to the right of where I've put me my single up bait bang on line with me, which is a good sign. Didn't look a very big fish, but it's a fish, isn't it? You know, this is my 3rd session on here now without anything. It is what it is, isn't it? So let's just keep our fingers crossed from now. We'll give it till around 2-3 o'clock, and then I will be reeling in and I will rest it for an hour while you just zip off and get some food. Have a little wash up and stuff like that. But for now, oh well, nice little update there. Why I've reeled in and that, rested my swim again like I did yesterday. Nipped out for some food and that. Don't want to be doing too much cooking on bank me, so I've been out, gone and got a McDonald's for me and Keith. So while the rods have been out for the hour, I've been on my way back, and Keith's had one. So buzzing for him, proper buzzing for him. And not only has he had one, over the £30 bracket as well, which is, it's fantastic. It came in at £31, bang on the nose. So what I will do, I get this McDonald's down there and that, I will bang the footage on, some nice pictures there, some bit of video footage as well, and get this down my neck, get my rods back out, and hopefully something else can happen. But let's just say, well done to Keith there. Worth the stay. That rod's been over the bait, over his bait what he put in for the full 2 days. You know, obviously he's recasting that, but it's been over bait, and he's had the take. So they are feeding. He's caught it over bait, so let's just keep fingers crossed that there might be more for one of us. Would be nice. But at least there's a fish on the vlog now. 3 days, 3-day blank for me up to now. Well, not a 3-day blank for me up to now, a 2-day blank. So what I'll do, I'll cut off now, and I will get back on once I've got the rods back out maybe, and let you know what's going on. So thanks all for tuning in, and well done to Keith. Check this footage out. Off the mark now, 31.10, two days in. Oh well, another nice update. Another fish has just come out. It's on the same spot as well. Being a mirror this time. Keith's got number 2 in the bag. A belting looking 26 pounder, which is mega, you know what I mean. Couple of hours on that spot. He's been fishing it for the last 2 days. Last couple of hours produced 2 fish. I did say 31.10. I don't know where I got 31.10 from before on the common. It was bang on the nose, £31. I was thinking of his previous common what he had. I'm sure that was £31.10 from a few sessions ago when he was on. Or maybe the 31.10's his PB. I'm not too sure. But the common was bang on £31, and the footage you're going to see after this is the mirror. You know, I got a bit of it on the camera, but it was playing up, you know, like lifting it up and that, you know. So we didn't get you don't really get a good look at it on the video, but the pictures have turned out banging. So I will add a little collage of pictures as well after the bit of video work of it. So well done to Keith again. Like I say, same spot, his left hand rod. He's had the £31 common offer and a £26 mirror offer, which is good going. It's around 5 o'clock now, something like that. The sun's still out nice and bright. We've got a breeze blowing directly across into Keith there as well now, so got a good shout of another one for him, or maybe one of mine going off. I've had fish showing slightly to the right of me. You know, it is what it is. So buzzing for him. He's just like willing me on to get one now and that. Well, if it happens, it happens. It's how it is. It's how it is. And well, at least there's been a couple of fish caught, which I'm buzzing for. So it's actually turning out into a very good session for the standards of here. Like, you know, we've still got the night foot go on the morning we have to be off for 11 o'clock, but it does seem to throw up bites first thing in the morning, like from previous sessions I've been on when I've seen people catching and stuff like that. They have come out in the afternoon, like now, late afternoon there now, 2 o'clock and 4:30, 4:45, whatever it was. He's had the 2 bites then, which is it's good going. So right, what I'll do, I'll leave you with that footage now of Keith's second capture, which is he's over the moon with, and I'll get back to trying, and one's just crashed right over me now as we speak. Frustrating me they are. Hopefully, if that rod goes off and that hits that fish what I showed, it's a lump and a half that. Right, here's Keith's footage. Enough of me rabbiting on. Right, like I said at the beginning of the vlog, it's like I'm going to do like a little section on what I use. You know, I have a few questions that I've been asked and stuff, you know, like from newcomers and that, which one what struck out to me was like confidence, you know, how you get confidence and that. So for this one, I'll just say like what gives me confidence obviously is knowing that my rig's going to be presented ready for a bite, you know. So and how I achieve that is with the use of PVA, which is there's with PVA there's lots of different PVA products out there, and that where I use three products, which I'll just run through them, which basically, so a nice funnel web. I like to use this large one, which because I can make bags this big to this big, you know. So a little bag of pellet like that, hook it on, you know, you've got bait around your hook, you know, and you're going to be presented on certain bottoms, you know, like margin fishing and things like that. You can just hook that on, put it on, knowing that you've got a bit of bait around with your hook. And another one, PVA string. Use this two ways. Well, and that's like just hook it onto your rig, cast it out. You've got a few baits around your hook bait. And also what I do with the PVA tape as well, I like to wrap it round my leg clip when I am casting bags out, which then again it just stops that lead from discharging when it impacts the water, which, knowing that, yeah, it is a nightmare when your lead's coming off all the time. And thirdly, PVA nuggets for these. Basically just pop them onto your hook, lickle, just hold it on firm, and then you can whack that out to your spot, and then that'll hold your rig up. It'll come off, sink to the bottom, and then you've got a few little white nuggets popping up that give you a bit of a sight marker where you can put some bait around it. So for that question on confidence, like I say, rig presentation, bit of PVA there can give you that bit of confidence, i.e. making sure that rig's presented, giving you sight bobbers to bait up to, and putting a little bit of free offerings around your hook bait without going to the length of spodding, etc., catapulting. Well, so we've had the PVA section. Now we'll have the waste not, want not section and bankside delicacy section. Stay tuned. Well, after the antics before of Keith's captures, you know, going to McDonald's, coming back cold, ate what I could have been. But waste not, want not. Look at that. On the bank, Mackey's fries and nuggets. Yes. I tell you what, Bartrop, biscuits of the week, eh? You want to get some of these down, you're on the ginger crunch creams. Ooh. Can't beat them. Fantastic. Don't need no dunkability with these. Well, final update for the night. It's now 10:15. I hope so you enjoyed me my little food antics. It's just a bit of fun, innit? Hey? Well, calm down the wind a bit. Sun's dropped, obviously, with it being, it's after 10 o'clock now. Bit of red sky, full moon, and I mean full moon. So fingers crossed. I've had a couple of shows out there as well around the area and fishing, so that's a good sign. So got these crossed now for the night ahead. See what happens. Final night. I'm gonna chill now, relax, just watch the night unfold. It's looking nice out there. Look at it. Beautiful. Doesn't even look like it's 10 o'clock at night anymore, does it? Fantastic time of year now. well into a late spring. Bang on. Right, I'm off. Nice all. I hope something happens tonight. But if not, no, it's not all lost. Keith's had 2 fish, which I'm very pleased about. And I'll be going home tomorrow to me little babby. And it's back work Thursday. Oh well, that's life. Good night. Oh bloody hell, it's not the update I want to be doing. Got a screaming run around 10 minutes ago. It's now 4:25. Melted off. Got it in quarters of the way back in. Didn't feel too big, to be honest, but after 3 days it is a bit soul destroying. I've wrapped it back up. That's the one that I'm fishing the 16.5 wraps past the bait of the 15 3/4 wraps. Not much. It's only half wrap further. But that's the one that's gone on a single S7 wafter. It's back out there now. Still what, 4:30, so still got over 6 hours. Where there's one, there might be more. Right, I'm going to jump off now because it's still early hours. I'm just going to sit and watch, and hopefully I can redeem myself. Barbless hooks, you know, it happens. Catch you soon. Well, I've had an hour or so for stop my sulking, got my teeth back in, got a coffee, so all's good. Well, had a bit of a downpour for 10 minutes after I've got the rod back out. You know, like I say, that one came on a single F7. Well, sorry, single F7. What I've done is I've put both rods at 16.5 wraps. If you would have known, I was fishing at 15 3/4. So I probably decided to go that 3/4 wrap extra and get bang on my limit. What I did, straight down the middle, I put only 6 bombs of bait out with one rod straight over that, and the rod that went off, when I placed that at 16.5 wraps, put about 12 foot to the right of it, which is still my water, so I can do what I want with it. And that's the rod what's gone. I've got them both on 14mm S7 wafters, which have had a bit of a douse in the S7 booster about a few weeks back now when we purchased them. I have got a bit of the bug in the mix as well with the S7 and the house pellet and a drop of particle. Well, it's hemp and maize mixed in with it with some liquids. But like I say, still got plenty of time for something else to happen. It is known for do a morning bite on here, hence the bite he had at 4:15 this morning. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. What I'll do now, I'm going to buzz off now and see if anything else unfolds, put a few non-essentials away, etc. And hopefully give you an update or a bit more footage before I go. But for now, thanks all for tuning in, and I'll see you all soon. How about that for your Sunday dinner? Well, it's 9:30 now, and I'm going to start packing everything away. I've told Ben pick me up at about 10:30, so I can make the journey home. Like I said, 2 fish for key, me with that one lost. Been a good session. Would have been nice not to lose it, but it's just the way it is. So if nothing else happens, it's a see you from me, and I'll catch up with you on the next vlog. Thanks all for tuning in. Cheers.